Good day, guys, from the Plasencia factory here in Esteli. I told you I was going to give you a few more videos about what's going on here and give you a little bit of look-see of all the work that's being done right now. We're swamped here right now because of the FDA deadline of August 8th. So lots of work going on. I want to give you a little bit of a view of some of the work. This is the beginning of the packaging area where we're doing the selection process for color. So every cigar in your bundle or in your box looks exactly the same. Remember, leaves are have variation. So as long as everything in that box looks the same, that's the important part. Another box might be slightly different than the other box that you have, but within that box they should all be done and look identical as close as possible. And that's what this gentleman does right here. He goes through thousands and thousands of cigars, as you can see on the table here, and these are all full of bundles that he then selects the proper quantity, whether it's 20 in a box, 25, 50, so they all match and they stay together from that point on. There's another table here. All they do is stand here and go through cigars, as you can see. And then once they are selected, they'll stay in that 20 pack, 25 pack, or whatever it is, and then they go to the next part of the process in phasing, which, depending on what that is, we got labels here, different bands for all the different brands that are manufactured at the factory. So they'll put the bands on next. Let me walk over here to show you some bands being put on. There's your process with bands. After that, the cellophane gets put on, which is right across the table from her. So she hands the cigars right over to the girl that does the cellophane. Those cigars will stay together for the duration of the process. Whether from there it goes to a bundled format or a box format is determined on the product itself. And again, we have tables upon tables doing the same thing. You see those big trays in the back, those hold hundreds and hundreds of cigars. So if you want to know what the vegetable glue looks like, this right here is the vegetable glue. It's clear, non-toxic, and it's applied to put the band on. That's the same glue that's used when putting the wrapper on the cigar in the rolling room. Again, we say glue. It's a resin, it's a vegetable glue, for lack of a better term. Over here we're doing some Plasencia Organic Reserve. They have a cedar wrap, so she's putting the cedar wrap on all these. One at a time, guys. There's no easy way around this. This is a 100% handmade product. So it's one of those things where you can't shorten the process, and there's no easy way to do it automatically or automated. Some of the boxes that we have here in the background are some brands that are made at the factory. These are just some. Some you may recognize, some you may not. But since I'm standing here, I always got to put my mentor in the background. There he is. That's Avelio. Picture of him in the background. He's always watching. He's always got his eye on things as things are going on. Over here we have all the numbers being done. This is all the, not necessarily accounting department, but the packaging department, where they're making sure that the numbers of what's being done on a daily basis are all being taken care of. The big bultos here are for packaging of the product. After they either go into bundle format, I didn't show you anything going into a box right now because in the morning they generally do the banding, right? And then they do the cellophaning. Over here we have more going on. So as you can see, there are a lot of cigars being taken care of right now, and that's because there's a huge rush, not only for the IPCPR show, but because of the FDA situation. So just want to give you a little video, and we'll go to the next video you see from us. Will probably be, I'll go to the rolling room, and then I'll show you a little bit more of the factory in other areas as well. So stay smoky, and we'll see you in a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe to David A. Blanco YouTube channel and check out Blanco Cigars. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks, guys.